Hello. Well, we're going to take a look at the community of information professionals. This is my Canvas dashboard, and yours probably looks similar. You can see here it says Community of Information Professionals. This may include a picture at some point. Right now it's just red, but to enter the site we just click here. I'm going to change to a student view so that you can see what you will see when you log in. This is the home page, and there's some wording here just to explain what the community is and what the kind of vision for the community is. And basically it's not just a place for you to make your e-portfolio, but it's also a place where you can interact with other information professionals in the program and eventually alumni. So we want you to be able to come back here in the future too. In fact, your e-portfolio is something that you will be able ideally to access forever, and it'll just be able to continue to grow with you as a professional. As you scroll down on the home page, you can see it says connect your e-portfolio by clicking the link below. So when you get ready to look at the template and start on your work, that's where you'll click in order to go to access your e-portfolio template. But first, let's take a look at some of the other things that are going on here. If we click on modules, there's some different content here, and I'll let you read about it. Here you've got e-portfolio. What is an e-portfolio? Start building your e-portfolio. What I think you're really interested in is, what do I need to do right now? What to do this semester? So we have a first semester checklist. If you click on the first semester checklist, you can see these are the tasks on your e-portfolio that you need to have finished by the end of the semester. It'll actually be the Monday right after finals week. So by December 16th, that's the due date, these are the tasks that you need to have finished. If you go back here to modules, I'm going to also take a look at the assignment instructions just for a second. I won't read these to you because you can read them on your own, but you can see here again is the due date. There's all kinds of information here. Where do you create your e-portfolio? How will it be evaluated? I'm going to talk to you for a second about how it will be evaluated. So you will turn in, basically your e-portfolio, you won't even have to turn it in. It'll just be on the system when you create it, because you're going to create it in a program that we call FolioTech, and you're going to create it though using a template that has already been created for you. Now you can make some changes to the template, but some things you just have to leave there. The template is just intended to make the job easier for you so that you include all of the things that the program requires. So you'll have all of the things done by December 16th for this first semester. Next semester in January, your portfolio will be reviewed according to that checklist, and people will look at it and say, did they do this? And at what level did they do the work? We have a 3-2-1 system for grading each area in the e-portfolio. So 3 is really excellent, 2 means pretty good, but you still need a little bit of work, and 1 means a lot of improvement is needed. The reviewers will post comments, especially if you don't get that 3, that excellent, this looks perfect. If you get a 2 or a 1 on any area in your portfolio, what we want you to do is fix it during that semester, and that way when you're assessed again the next semester, the reviewers will go back and look and say, did this person have things that they needed to fix? And if so, did they fix those things? Because by the end of your program, your course of study, we want to see all 3s. That's because this is a showcase for you. This is your, it's a public, it can be a public view, or you can present this to possible future employers. We want this to be as perfect as it can possibly be, because you can show all of the amazing things that you've done in your education and that you are doing as a professional. Here it says, how do I know what to include in the e-portfolio? You know what to include because number 1, we've created a template, and that's going to help you. We'll look at that template in a second. Number 2, we have checklists and we have rubrics to help you know this is what I need to do the first semester. This is what I need to do the second semester. This is what I need to do the third semester. The idea of the e-portfolio is that you do it over time. It's an accumulation of knowledge and information over time. It's not something you should put together in 2 weeks at the last minute, which is why we're reviewing it every semester so that you won't be tempted. And I know none of you would ever do that, but I might have back in the day. So you can see here, there's the due date, December 16th. What can I change in the ePortfolio template? It says here, don't delete any pages. However, you can add pages. And for those of you who are school library students, in your very specific assignment instructions in 5001, it says exactly what you should add. So I want you to look at those instructions to know exactly what you should add. If you're not school library, you don't have to worry about that. This is the rubric for the first semester, and you can read this on your own, but it tells you exactly what will be looked at and how it will be assessed. And you're going to get some point value on your first review between 0 and 36, hopefully closer to 36, if not 36 completely. And that will tell you what you need to do, what you need to fix that second semester. Plus, you will add, there will be a second semester checklist and rubric, and you're going to want to add more content to your ePortfolio during your second semester of coursework. Now I'm going to take a look. Let me switch over to another page. So this is what the ePortfolio will look like when you open up the template. And you can see it looks a lot like a web design page. This picture in the background, you can change that. You can change all of the design elements however you want. You can set it up however you want. Let me scroll down a little bit so you can see. These are the main pages on the ePortfolio, and when you access it, you can click on these and just explore to your heart's content. But you can see these are the main pages. Don't delete any of those pages. We were going to want information on all of those pages. Of course, here you're going to want to put your name. We don't want student name there. We want to see your name. If you want to change the design elements, though, you just come up here to design. You click on this, and you can see that it's going to load all kinds of options for you. So you can scroll through these options. You can also have your own pictures. If you have a photograph that you've taken of somewhere that you've traveled that you want in the background, you can also choose that style. There are also options for the layout. If you want the menu over here on the right, or maybe you want it on the left, or you want it along the top, you can make all of those choices yourself. The background, is it just going to be plain white behind the picture, or is it going to be checked? I mean, you get to decide. Then we have style. How big do you want your fonts to be? What kind of font do you want to use? All of those choices are here. Now I'm going to close the design. And it says, yes, I say okay. Now remember, whenever you do anything, make sure and save every time you do something. It does not automatically save. It does not automatically back up. You don't want to spend several hours and lose everything. So save, see that green button? Save that, save as often as you can, and it'll save whatever you've done as long as you push that save button. For publishing changes, you don't really need to worry about that until you get ready to share what you've saved. Let's take a look down here. There's one really cool thing that I love about this portfolio. You can see down here, this is our landing page. So on your checklist, it'll say on the landing page, do blah, 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 blah. Well, on the landing page, when you read down here, there are specific instructions. These instructions are here to tell you exactly what to put on this page. Now, not exactly, because you're going to have your own thoughts, words, ideas, etc. But it's telling you, here's the kind of thing we expect to see on this landing page. These kind of instructions are on every single page in your ePortfolio. So in order to add, all you have to do is click in the box. You can start typing, but when you're done and you don't need these instructions anymore, you can just delete them. I would keep them for now, you know, until you're sure that you have everything that you need on each page, keep the instructions. Delete them at the end because you can always click here at the beginning and then you can return so that you have space to type up above. And that's what I recommend you do. But eventually you're going to want to get rid of those instructions, and they're in italics so that you can tell the difference between the instructions and whatever you create. All right, so that's a basic look at the template and at the Community of Information Professionals landing page on Canvas. We are going to have another video in a second that will show you what you will first see when you go in to set up your electronic portfolio. Thank you.